Get a cat, they said. It will be fun, they said. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. If you have a kitten, make sure that you have a pre-lit tree. Or if you're going to buy a new tree and you already have a cat who may have an affinity for climbing trees, make sure that that tree is pre-lit. Because when the cat knocks over the tree for the 15th time, you are gonna have to restring the lights every single time that they climb up the tree. So, hello, welcome to my channel. It has been a very long time since I have recorded. I have been sick. Some of you may know I have fibromyalgia. And when I have a flare, I have a flare. So between the migraines and just being sick over the last month and pain and everything else, it has been awful. So I appreciate your patience and I appreciate your loyalty, and I'm so glad to have you here. Today we are going to talk about brand strategy, what that means, because I don't think a lot of people understand it. And we're also going to talk about your web design as far as strategy goes. So let's start with brand strategy. What the heck is that? That is talking about, as an individual, as a business owner, what are you doing? What is the purpose of your brand? What is the purpose of your company? What is your mission? How are you conveying these bits and pieces? So when you actually wrote or write your business plan, which I will leave a link below for a bundle for that, what was your mission statement? Like, what was the purpose of your brand? Why did you start it? Who do you want to help? That sort of thing. So your brand strategy is going to link into everything. It's going to link into your funnels and how you go about selling your products. If you give a freebie away or if you do a tiny offer, it's going to involve your web strategy for your website, right? Because ultimately, understanding what you want people to do and what action you want them to take on every single page is really key to success. Because if I come to your website, I need to, in 3 seconds or less, understand exactly what it is you want from me. I need to know exactly what it is you want me to do, more so than anything else, in about 5 seconds or less. And it just needs to be readily apparent. So when we sit down and we talk about what your brand strategy is, we are going to talk about, when I talk with clients about this, we sit down and I say, what do you ultimately want from them? Like, obviously you want to sell them something, right? Or you want them to read your blog, or you want them to sign up for your mailing list. And let's say the mailing list is the key factor here. So on that front page at the very top, you might have a banner stating what you want people to do. And ultimately, we want them, if we want them to be on your mailing list, I apologize for the interruption. I'm going to restate something, I think. If we want them to be on your mailing list, we could, in theory, do this one of two ways. We could, at the very top, have a very thin thing that allows them to put their name and their email address in and subscribe. We could also put that a little bit down the page so that they understand why they want to do that. And then a big opt-in near the bottom. All of these things are ways in which we get people on your list, right? If that's the goal. If the goal is to sell them and sell a service or sell a product, we can also feature that product on the website, on the front page. So a little blurb about who you are and what you're doing and why, and then right into, hey, here's a great product for you if you are X, Y, and Z person. And if you want to find out more, click here. Boom, it takes them to a sales page. All of these things, or if you are a service provider, then you can say, I offer XYZ services to this person who runs this type of company. And if you want to schedule a call, click here, and there's a button for that. And if not, you can read more about what I do on this page with a link that goes to your services page. But either way, it needs to be really apparent very quickly. People do not have long attention spans. It needs to be very clear very quickly what you're doing, why you're doing it, who you're doing it for, and how they can get in contact with you. The headers across the top need to be very simple. People think that they need to recreate the wheel and create this really sexy language, and really, if it's not clear what you're doing, nobody's going to do it. So it needs to be very clear. This is how you contact me. This is the home, or start here. This is my services, or work with me, or something like that. And then anything else that you might need up there. If it's a blog, you'll put blog. If it's podcast, you'll put podcast with a link. All of it is super easy and very, very readily available for them to understand. Now, when we talk about funnel strategy and how that all plays in, that's a whole nother video. I'm going to cover it extremely fast and extremely briefly. But understanding, I like to work backwards in a funnel. So by working backwards, you're starting with the end goal in mind. So if the end goal is for them to join a membership, they are going to join the membership. That's the end goal. What has to happen before they join the membership that would maybe help them realize that they want to join the membership? Is it 3 specific videos on a YouTube channel? Is it 3 specific blog posts? What is it that's going to get them to go, man, this is the person I really want to learn from, and I'm ready to sign up? Or it could be a number of other different things. 3 printables that are going to help them run their business, or something to that effect, or even 1 printable. So I don't think that your funnels, a lot of people create these really elaborate 8 or 9 email funnels. And I'm going to say that for the bulk of people that I've worked with, you have a significant drop off between freebie and selling, right? So we especially, and the longer the email sequence goes, the less people are engaging with it. So your best bet is to get to the point really quickly. So first email is a freebie or just a welcome email, and the second email goes into a little bit about who you are and who you help, and maybe 3 pieces of content that they should really look at, and then third email is a selling email. Because the shorter you go with this, and I don't believe that you should immediately sell to them directly after the first email. Give them something, right? You've given them a freebie, but give them something more before you sell something, especially if it's a high ticket offer. So that is my advice on brand strategy. and web design, web strategy, and a little bit on funnel strategy. If this is something that you're needing, I'm currently running, I have a package for that basically, just for the strategy aspect. So it's strategy and planning sessions. We have basically 4 hours of planning. We can break that up into 2-hour sessions, or 4 1-hour sessions. It's totally up to you and depending on what your schedule looks like. And the cost for that is $699. But with that, we are going to cover your brand strategy. We're going to talk a little bit about your website and your funnels, and in particular, and we're also going to get into the nitty-gritty of your business. I'm going to look at all of the systems and tools that you're currently using and making sure that you're running your business as profitably as possible, as well as efficiently. So again, that's $699 for 1-hour sessions or 2-hour sessions, and I would love to help any and all of you with this. All right, guys, have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye.